Active Communities Network is a registered charity which was established in 2007 in response to frustrations with how young people living in deprived communities were presented in the media, and how statutory responses to working with young people focused on stigmatising them as a problem to society. They saw communities differently, citing that although young people in these communities are talented with high ambitions, they lack the opportunities, access to positive role models and training support needed in order to achieve their potential. Sport was at the forefront of their minds as the primary driver to create this change. The role of sport, combined with intensive support for young people, was a recognised method of promoting inclusion. The challenge was to create an organisation which took sport and cultural activities into an offer for young people, which was developmental and progressive rather than solely focusing on diversion from crime.
There are a lot of young people that come out of school without any qualifications that will struggle then to go and get the first job. So an organisation like Active Communities Network can improve those chances for young people by providing training, practical experience through volunteering on our projects.
In 2009, with the vision and impact of London Active Communities gaining momentum outside the capital, the charity formally changed to become Active Communities Network, or ACN. UK Sport had already commissioned them to replicate the work in Cape Town, South Africa, and in 2009, community groups in Belfast had also worked with the charity to establish a new way of working.
It's been an absolute education. The effect of ACN on young people is clear as daylight. It gives huge prospects. I think it instills confidence in them. It gives them an understanding that there's a future for them, you know, be it in whatever they want it to be. Obviously, having been up here before and played many times, I haven't had the opportunity to drive around Belfast and see, you know, both sides of the divide, the history of it, the developmental work with the young. It's been quite an eye-opener for me.
In 2010, the work in Manchester commenced, along with partnership projects launched in Coventry, Birmingham and Bristol. During this period, ACN was beginning to work with the professional sports sector, managing the National Kicks programme on behalf of the Premier League and Metropolitan Police, and establishing HITS with Premiership Rugby. Following its success in London, the Urban Stars programme was rolled out across other areas of the UK, including Glasgow, Bristol and Manchester.
I know how much this community will be improved by the fact there's going to be facilities here for football, cricket, boxing, basketball, whatever it is. It's not just kicking a ball, catching a ball or throwing a ball. You actually get educated while you're here into other areas of life.
In this city you've got opportunities because there's lots of problems. They're pretty much the same problems in big cities everywhere. It's a great thing when you see the end product.
ACN's methodology provides the young person with a journey to undertake. Youth workers engage young people on the street, where they are invited to take part in sessions, and from this are supported through a pathway where they can undertake training, personal development and volunteering before being supported through work experience opportunities. This is the point where some go full circle and become the next generation of youth workers and coaches. One example of a participant who has progressed through this journey is Andrew Mongi, a graduate of the London programme who now runs his own graphic design company and community fitness organisation. This is what he thought of the programme at the time.
For me personally, learning through doing football wasn't necessarily just learning football skills. It was a lot of skills I learned, life skills in terms of being organised, preparing for sessions, debriefing, stuff like that, that you learn through doing sports. So sports is a very good way of getting people off the streets and getting them involved.
Active Communities Network, as suggested by the name, was founded on a principle of partnerships with like-minded organisations to provide maximum impact for users, maintain local knowledge, whilst avoiding duplication of services. From this, in 2014, the 5-star Active Partnership was formed as a formal partnership of charities and community organisations working in deprived and challenging communities. This enabled ACN to deliver across the UK with local traction and staff, but with central management, monitoring, quality assurance and training function housed at the ACN offices. Since 2011, they have been able to manage UK-wide initiatives for Nike, the Home Office and the Premier League. For the past 10 years, ACN has developed partnerships with like-minded organisations and supportive cooperatives, such as the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation, the Asda Foundation and St James's Place, amongst others. This has allowed them to not only deliver projects, but offer new opportunities in respects to skills development in areas such as interview techniques, skill sessions, CV training and work experience, which enhances the experiences the young people receive enormously. Their successes on the programme are testament to this. Over the past 10 years, ACN has worked with over 150,000 young people in inclusive sports, arts and cultural activities, developed over 70,000 young people to become volunteers, over 63,000 young people have achieved accreditations, over 75,000 young people engaged in ACN projects have progressed into education, training and employment. 8 pieces of independent research have been completed, looking into different aspects of their work. This includes how sport contributes to community cohesion, sport's role in the youth crime agenda, and a social return on investment study. This layer of evidence has helped them achieve Project Oracle Standard 2 status. ACN would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the young people, volunteers, staff members, trustees, ambassadors, supporters and funders, without whom they would not be able to carry on supporting young people from some of the most deprived backgrounds. Over the past 10 years, they have surpassed their greatest expectations, but will continue to work towards their mission to tackle poverty, create opportunities and inspire change.